Welcome back to TechKidFX for another Polygon Matic price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Polygon Matic chart. And before I start the video, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And at the time of this recording, Polygon Matic has continued to show a lot of strength, where you can see that here on TradingView the market is up by 3.19%. and in this video I'll be starting my analysis here on the 4-hour chart by first giving you a recap of what has been happening, and also give you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, where you can see that Polygon Matic, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, obeying the Elliot structures, where I have this Elliot structure in yellow having the wave 5 completing the formation of that higher Elliot count 1 to the upside of this Elliot structure that I have right here in blue. And that is so because a first wave to the upside is an impulsive wave, and we expect to see fractal waves in formation within that higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. And after making our peak at around the $1.3 mark, we started this ABC corrective structure in the formation of a second wave. And we are seeing an ABC corrective structure because a second wave is a corrective wave, and we expect an ABC corrective structure to play out. And that has been my primary scenario here on the Polygon Matic chart, that we are seeing lower prices in the formation of this second wave, and that is what is going to give me the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. And on this, getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this ABC corrective structure, you can see that I'm terming this move right here as the wave A. Then we saw a bit of a bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave B, making a high at around the $1.05 mark. And now I'm expecting a bit of a retracement to the lower side in the formation of this wave C to fully maximize the formation of this higher Elliot wave count 2 to the lower side. And you can also see that I had a target area to the upside in the formation of this wave B, using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the high of that wave A to the low of that wave A, and that gave me a minimum target area between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.382. And you can see we retraced into that target area in the formation of that wave B and made a high at around the $1.05 mark. And now my primary scenario is that we're in the formation of this wave C to the lower side, and I'm expecting lower prices in the formation of this wave C to fully maximize the formation of that second wave. And using a trend-based Fibonacci, I can first sketch out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave C by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the high of that wave A to the low of that wave A, then drag the fibs to the high of that wave B, and that gives me a minimum target area using the fib ratios 1:1 at the fib level 0.5, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting this wave C to the lower side to do before we see and fully maximize the formation of that wave 2. And you can see that over here, yesterday we had started a bit of a pullback over here in what I was terming as the start of that wave C, but you can see we found the support at around the $0.95 mark, which has been a very significant key area of support. And after seeing that support, you can see we are seeing another rebound to the upside, and that means there are chances that whatever we are seeing over here might be a retest of this key area of resistance, because at some point that key area of support was acting as resistance, and there are chances that this might be a retest before we continue pushing even higher. And that means there are chances that we could have seen the low for this higher Elliot wave count 2, because we can also have another different ABC corrective count here on the Polygon Matic chart, terming this as the wave A, then this as the wave B, then this low at around the $0.74 mark might be the low for that wave C to the lower side. And I can change the color of that other ABC corrective structure, and whatever we are seeing at the moment in what I'm terming as this wave B could be the start of this movement to the upside in the formation of this higher Elliot wave count 3. And for us to get a confirmation that in the formation of this wave 3, we need to manage to break above key areas here on the charts. And for us to get that confirmation, we need to manage to break above the wave 1 high, and I can mark the wave 1 high using this dotted line, which perfectly lies at around the $1.3 mark. In case we don't see a high above that with one high, then I'm sticking to this ABC corrective structure where we are seeing the formation of this wave B before we continue pushing even low in the formation of this wave C. And for that wave C to play out, we need to lose the key area of support at around the $0.95 mark, see a retest of that key area of support, and once the retest is in, then we can continue pushing even lower. And within the formation of this wave C, I'm also expecting to see a 5-wave structure in formation because a wave C is an impulsive wave, wave, and because of its impulsive nature, we also expect to see that 5 wave structure to the lower side, having the wave 5 fully maximizing the formation of that second wave. So that is what I'm expecting on the short-term scenarios, and I can first take a look at the indicators here on the 4-hour chart before I jump to the daily chart to give you the long-term scenarios, where you can see that on the RSI we are trading at around the $70.99 mark, meaning we have a bit of room for us to support any movements to the upper side before we get back into the overbought region, and we have massive room for us to support any movements to the lower side in the formation of these wave C to the lower side. And also taking a look at the MACD, we have printed a bullish cross, and we are yet to see that increase in the buying momentum. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated. And jumping to the daily chart to give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, you can see that Polygon Matic, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $2.9 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave contour to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we had been seeing lower prices in this ABC corrective structure, which took us back to around the $0.32 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave contour. And there are chances that we could have started that movement to the upside in the formation of this higher Elliot wave contour. And using the trend based Fibonacci, you can see I have sketched out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 at the Fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $5.0892 mark, and that is what I'm expecting on the long-term scenarios. And that Elliot wave structure that I have here on the 4-hour chart in blue could be a fractal wave in formation within this higher Elliot wave contour, because a wave 3 to the upside is an impulsive wave, and we expect to see fractal waves within the formation of that wave 3. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.